Welcome to another SAMMIT Raw video where I use the crappy old Canon vlogging camera because it's just so much lighter and easy to use, and I don't go and shake it around as much because it weighs 100 kilos like the Sony. Anyways, eventually we'll get good at that. But I wanted to talk to you guys because one of the biggest things that you guys all comment about, probably the biggest criticism I get, is why is your accent an absolute mess? Why are you trying to sound American, Sam? Or why do you not speak proper English anymore? Or you guys get the point. It is going on and on and on and on and on. And yeah, so today in this video, I'm going to answer why my accent is so messed up and why I'm slowly getting worse and worse and worse at English every day. Quick little pineapple update, because I know you guys have also been asking about this, but this plant gave us our first pineapple fruit, which we ate. Best pineapple I've ever eaten. If you ever get the chance to grow your own pineapples, they are the most juiciest things in the world. Yeah, just try it. Trust me, it's worth it. You don't have to give them a lot of maintenance. You don't even have to water them that much. And yeah, you get epic fruit. But yeah, this is from that said pineapple. This will grow into another big plant, which will give us 3 to 4 fruit over its lifespan. This one is now onto its second cycle, and the best thing is it's already produced like 3 more sickles. So we should get 3 more fruit off this next fruiting season, and then I think we get 1 more fruiting season after that. So hopefully we get another 2 to 3 off this next summer. And then we'll plant those ones and we should be good. But this one's growing, and I'm going to give this to one of my friends actually. He's been wanting to grow it at home. You can see some fresh ones starting to grow out of there. So this plant should do really well. Another thing you guys have been asking about a lot is how the Umeshu is going under the house. And it's looking real good. It's developed this really nice kind of pinky brown color, which is what you want to see with Umeshu. And we're getting on to probably like almost the 6-7 month mark, I think, with this now. Regardless, we're gonna try some, just a little bit though. Let me get some ice. Consistency looks really good. Let's give it a taste. Smells like good umeshu. Ooh. Tastes like good umeshu. It's really sweet. Might need a bit longer. But that's the update on that. I'll let that sit for a bit longer, and then hopefully soon it'll be ready. To be honest, I think there's a lot of people who watch my videos that understand why my accent is so messed up. But I thought it would still be a really good thing to make this video so that you guys can refer to this whenever people comment about it in the comment section. You can link it and all that kind of stuff. And I think it'll just further help people understand what it really is like living in a foreign country that doesn't speak your native language, and just what that means, I guess, for you as an individual if you decide to do this. Now, I am on my 7th year now living in Japan, and I have not been home to Australia in nearly 3 years now due to the pandemic and everything and all the travel restrictions. I've obviously been to the US, and I've got a lot of friends here in Japan where they learnt English from, because generally they're Japanese and they learnt English from an American person, so their accents are American. And then, or they're British or they're Canadian or anything like that, right? So what you need to realize is I haven't been back home to Australia. It is kind of well known, and there are a lot of studies about this. Out of every country, Australians lose their accent the fastest. The reason for this is apparently our accent is as close to no accent, and that's why whenever we go overseas, it's very quick for us to lose it and start to pick on other accents really quickly. And then when we go back home, generally we get our accent back again. I don't understand it, but if you do a bit of Googling, you can find that. Anyways, I'm not an expert at this speech stuff, but what I will tell you is, me personally, since I came here, from literally the first 6 months, I remember having a FaceTime call with my parents in Australia and going, oh God, is that what all Australians sound like? Like, I literally was just so used to hearing American English and British English and stuff and everything over here in Japan of what people had, made an accent of English, which is, a mix of Japanese and all this other stuff mixed in there, right? And then hearing a thick Australian accent, and I was like, whoa, like it's so different. Now, obviously, there are certain parts about my language where, like, if I say, oh no, like, you know, you're gonna pick up on the Australian accent. But slowly, my accent has been disappearing entirely. Now, I guarantee you, if I go back to Australia and spend a week there, it'll be back in thick again. The moment I leave, it'll disappear again. But this is just what happens when you live away from home. And I'm not trying to put on an American accent. It's just I'm bilingual now. I dream in Japanese, which is mind-blowing. I sleep talk in Japanese sometimes. Like, I am switching constantly between English and Japanese, and my English is just getting messed up because of how Japanese is like the opposite of how you'd structure a sentence in English. So it's like a mess in my brain. That aside, any kind of English that I do speak here is generally to friends and people that have a different accent, like American, British, Canadian. There's not many Australian people here. In fact, Australian people that I've met over here, their accent is almost as messed up as mine, especially if you've been living here this long. So yeah, also I pick up accents subconsciously and start to imitate them. It's a subconscious thing that I naturally do because of how my brain works with being bilingual and trying to listen to how they're pronouncing the words so that I can pronounce it correctly. It's just something that I subconsciously do. It's another thing that you can actually research. It's a very common thing, and generally people that have this like natural talent or gift, it means that they're very good at picking up new languages and learning them and being able to speak them fluently much faster than the general person. So if you find yourself when you meet a new person for the first time and they're from like a different country and they have a different accent, and you find yourself naturally taking on that accent very quickly just from speaking to them for a few minutes, generally means that you should probably be studying another language because you'd be really good at picking it up. But anyways, that's just how my brain works and how all that works. And I hope that kind of answers why my accent is just going to keep getting worse. And the more, like, just then how I pronounced worse was so, oh my gosh, my accent is so messed up. And it's going to keep getting more messed up because the more and more that I'm speaking more Japanese here and using English less, it's just how it is. And when I do hear English, my pronunciation and stuff revolves around what I've heard recently. And that's why you sometimes hear me sounding more American or Canadian or British or Australian, depending on the video that you watch. So I hope that makes sense. I really don't know why I made this video, but I feel like this was just a good video for people to reference to because so many people bring it up and they're like, oh my god, stop trying to be a fake American, like you're Australian. And I actually get DMs a lot from upset Australians because they don't like that my accent has changed so much. And it's like, bro, come live out of the country for 7 years, be bilingual, speak another language, and the only English that you do use, you're talking to people that have a different accent. Like, I don't know, it blows my mind. But anyways, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go work on IT stuff because we just switched over our internet to Sony Neuro and it's like 10 times faster. I'm excited. In 3 months, they're apparently giving us 10 gig up and down. What? Like, if you needed a reason to leave Australia, then that, just 10 gig up and down for less than $30 a month. How is that possible? Fiber to the door. I love Japan. I really do. If that means my accent gets messed up, but I get 10 gig up and down internet, where do I sign? Thanks for watching, guys. Smash that like button, write us a comment, enjoy the SAMMIT Raw content. See you in the next one. Peace. Jamata.